So let's spend a little bit of time today, and today is Thursday, June 6th, talking about aubergine, about eggplant, and how easy they are to grow, and take a look at how these are doing. So I've got eggplant seedlings planted in 5-gallon grow bags using the same mix that I use for my tomato plants. And these were planted right around the same time, and they've just caught on beautifully. And there's lots of interesting variation in stem and leaf color. So you get to see the varieties that I chose to grow this year, starting with Rosa Bianca. I have trouble sometimes trying to get this to grow well in terms of yield, but I do like it. It's one of the round, larger fruited eggplants that is white with a pink and purple blush. The second plant right here, and as you'll see, eggplants are just gorgeous specimens. This is Italian pink bicolor, which I'm thinking may be very, very similar to Prosperosa. This here is one of my own varieties that I've replanted. I saw a slightly different stem color I was after, called Midnight Lightning. And this is what Midnight Lightning should look like. This is my Skinny Twilight. And you'll see that there's already a flower. The plant is going to be very quick, which is hence the lightning. Purple stem, green foliage blush with purple. So we'll leave Skinny Twilight, which may indeed be what I'm after for Midnight Lightning, and look at this, which is Twilight Lightning. So also very quick, but a little paler color, and I'm still working these out. The next plant, and that was replanted, which is why it's short. This is a variety that I isolated from Cloud 9, which is a hybrid called Snow Globe. And it's a white eggplant, but I got two leaf colors. This one has purple stems, so I kept it separate, and I have one of these. It's probably a cross, and the other has a green stem that I'll show you in a bit. This lovely plant is Indonesian pink blush, looking really good. And this is Prosperosa. And maybe a little bit more purple, but if you want to compare Prosperosa to Italian pink bicolor, they just have a very similar plant habit and very similar foliage coloration. So it could be that they're synonyms. This is Snow Globe with the green stem. You'll see that there's a nice bud that's forming in there. This is, I believe, one of my favorite eggplant for appearance, Listata de Gandia. There's a nice bud in there, and this would be a large oval-shaped white eggplant with distinct purple stripes. Then a few that I've been nursing along because I really want to get fresh seed. This one is the one that most of my early starts got damaged by neighbor's herbicide drift. This is Antigua. A really pretty slender white and purple stripe. This is New York Improved, which I had trouble with my early seedlings, and this is looking good. This is a variety from the 1800s, and it's when people think of a classic dark purple oval eggplant to use for eggplant parmesan, it's New York Improved. And this is Green Giant, which a lot of my seedling customers seem to like, and I do as well. And interesting to note that Johnny Selected Seeds stopped selling it. It's an OP, so I need to make sure I get fresh seeds saved from this because no one lists it anymore. This is Ripples, and it's a variety that I stabilized from a bicolor named Zebra. And it's very similar to maybe a slightly more slender Listata de Gandia. This is a Midnight Lightning that has coloration that's a little bit more what I was after. You see how dark those center leaves are, and that should be really quick. And this is another Twilight Lightning. I'm growing a few of those selections. In fact, I thought that one was dead, and I rescued it. So it won't be long before we start getting some eggplant now that we've got some open flowers. We've got Tropical Storm Andrea coming in, So I'll just pan slowly here and get an idea how things are looking. I think it's pretty remarkable how fast growth is on pretty much everything right now. Many of the tomatoes have open flowers and are setting fruit, and I don't think it's going to be very long before we're tasting some cherry tomatoes. Looking down the rows here, there's that large peak of perfection growing there, and Burpee's Matchless, the rows of dwarfs, and Mexico Midget, which I tied up today, and Golden Queen, and our droopy Anna Russian. Just really excited this year in terms of the health of the plants. I think part of that is due to the excellent weather that we've been having, and hoping that the excess moisture from Andrea won't bring on disease, and that once Andrea goes away we can jump into the 80s and stay there for a while. I think if we were to get into the mid to upper 90s with high humidity, we'd start seeing splotches of disease showing up. So that's a little tour of the garden and of Eggplant. Take care.